Audio Ice.
Hi guys, I'm Gijs. I'm a music producer from the Netherlands. I run my own studio. I've been making all kinds of music, electronic, acoustic, recording bands, making stock music, you name it. And I've been also making beats just, well, for the hell or the fun of it. Never been able to actually finish beats. So more recently, I've started to challenge myself to arrange the stuff I make. And since we live in extraordinary times, I thought this might be a good moment just to not only actually finish beats, but also explaining you guys how I do it. Okay, so I'm gonna take you to the process of making beats, or at least how I made this beat. Okay, let's go. This is how I started. I found this sample. It's a guitar sample. So I'm not sure exactly why I picked this because it's kind of dull. It changes. Awesome. Well, not that awesome, but so I tried to do some things with it. First thing is that I tuned it down an whole octave. I added some effects. Um, so first of all, I cut it into little pieces and rearranged it a little bit to. It's a chord progression. It's a kind of basic chord progression. So I changed it a little bit. Did some reverse splits and pitched it down. So I removed the rumble, which helps a lot. Add some chorus, a bit of spike on the 1K, and a bit of compression, like that. So that was my main sample, and actually this became the main sample because I started with the original one. I put a beat under it, and then I added the sample again because the beat was like pushing me towards a different vibe. Anyway, so that was the guitar sample. And of course, everybody does 808s. And I wanted to have some grimy, driven 808. I started with the beat pretty quickly because I had something, a little drum pattern in my head. This beat right here. With the 808. Like that, guitar on top of that. So there were three elements right now, like the 808, the drums, and the main sample, and you need to have more than that. So what I added was a bit of piano, and the piano I actually start with the most simple piano, and actually the simplest piano from Ableton stock. It's like this, with a little reverb and an auto filter to get rid of the low end. And I know it sounds nice. It's a real basic piano. So I knew in my head when I was able to go to my studio, I would add some extra or replace it. And I personally love my Unicorda, um, especially the pure and the close and far off settings. You can actually hear the notes, and it has a real depth and nice reverb. So I just copied the exact same track on that instrument. It's more wide, a bit more mid-rangey. So first I thought, well, I'll replace the old one, but if you add them together, they kind of chorus nicely, and I grouped them, put on a Universal Audio Ampex, love it, and with a little bit of tape delay and a flutter on. Well, this was the first arrangement, forget that, and I thought, well, why don't I do just a little kind of pop structure of beats? So you got like an intro, a verse, and a little pre-chorus right here. It's pre-chorus, hardly pre-chorus, but a pre-chorus, and then a chorus, which is actually a little breakdown, a drop, and then straight into the next verse, and skip the pre-chorus and go straight into the chorus and just ride it out till the end. So the original guitar sample had like a first part and second part, and I was thinking about using the second part for the verse, which sounds like this. I don't know, it sounds like the key is a bit off. It didn't really fit. I tried it, but it just didn't have any mojo. So I thought, well, since I am a guitar player, why don't I redo the part myself? So I have the Fender Tweed plugin from UAD, and I have my, hold on, trusted Fender Jazzmaster guitar, which I actually absolutely love, and I just redid it. So now it sounds like this originally. Sorry, loud. Which is much better. So some effects, a bit of tremolo and reverb. It's from now on the beat suddenly got like a dark vibe, you know, more like a surfy western kind of vibe. So which I like, but I did something else. I just also transposed it for a kind of a weird vibe. So that was cool, and then I thought, well, let's do some real chords, just for the background, to give it a little more depth. And with my whammy bar, sounds completely boring. Luckily, I have the Realm VST plugin from Native Instruments, which actually is or maybe was, I don't know, I think it was free, and I took it when it was free, and it's absolutely gorgeous. It makes all the dreamy stuff very dreamy and dark and whatever. So now it sounds like this. Ah, lovely. Together with the guitar. So, love that. So, those were actually the most elements I came up with. Except for I had a weird little instrumental part, a little melody that came from home. I did it on my laptop. I'm actually playing the piano on my keys. That's, well, you have to make do. But it wasn't really like, yeah. hmm It was originally like this. A bit boring. So I replaced that with some plucked violins from my Sound Iron Hyperion Strings Micro, which was on sale, I guess, because maybe I wouldn't have bought it anyway. And that sounds like this. So we have an intro, which I put in some of the violins. I gave the washy electric guitar reverb thing a go, and added in some piano, and then straight into the first verse. So the intro is like that. Fair enough. Some other short breakdowns and details, and as far as that goes, the beat was finished. So this is my breakdown. I guess it's a bit chaotic. I try. I mean, it's the first time I actually do this kind of stuff. Bear with me. If this works out, I might do some more. Take you to the process of more like the beginning when I first hear the sample or think of a melody, and that's it. If you like it, let me know in the comments. If you don't like it, let me know in the comments. I will just play the track, mixed and mastered, the final product as is.